Greetings and welcome to tinfoilchef.com. If I were to ask how many people have cried cutting onions, I'm quite sure that everybody that's cut an onion would raise their hand. Well, you don't actually have to have that problem. And so we're going to go ahead and cut an onion without having any tears. It's a really easy thing to do, and it makes life a whole lot easier.
Okay, the first thing to think about in cutting an onion is your knife. Now, a lot of people would use just something like this, a steak knife or another short knife like this, because when you look at it, it looks like it to be an appropriate size to cut the onion with. But with a knife this small, you don't actually get quite as much control. So I prefer to use a larger knife like this. And one of the important factors is that the knife has to be sharp. The sharper the knife, the better. You'd think it would be more dangerous, and it can be if you don't handle it right, but a sharper knife is going to be less likely to slip and end up cutting fingers and all sorts of things like that. So you want a good sharp knife, a good sized knife with a good handle so that you can keep good control over it. And the first tip about cutting onions without tears is don't do it sitting at a table or countertop where you're that much closer to the onion, because the reason you cry when the onion cut is the juice in the onion. When the onion is cut, that juice sprays, and if you get it anywhere in or even anywhere near your eyes, you're going to end up crying. You're going to end up all red-eyed and teary, and it's going to be painful, uncomfortable, and make it hard to see and everything else. So it's better off to do it standing at a countertop or block or whatever. Start out, make a little incision like that, bring it around, cut the end off, toss it in a garbage bowl. And by the way, thanks Rachel Ray for the garbage bowl idea. I love that. Do the same thing with the other end. Little incision, bring it around, cut it off, get rid of the end. Now you make another incision along the side. Just a little cut like that. And there, what you do is you take off the outside layer of the onion with all that brown skin on it. Put that in there. Now you've got the onion. One smooth cut to cut it in half. Flip it over on its side like that with the cut side down. And then you just start making little cuts like that. Holding it carefully, keep your fingers away from the cut. And then you turn it around this way and cut it down. And as you can see, those two cuts make for a nice diced onion. The last piece of it won't be like that because you're not cutting all the way through to the end. So you just take that and you chop it like so. Presto, diced onions. It took less than 30 seconds to do it, and there's no tears involved. And then we'll do this one the same way. Bunch of cuts along here, fairly close together. You get a good fine dice. And then you cut them crossways. And then the last piece, dice like that. Bingo. Maybe a few cuts in here to break off some stubborn pieces that are still wanting to stay attached. And there you go. One diced onion, no tears. By the way, there's another tip. Once you handle the raw onion, you don't want your hands anywhere near your eyes, because that too, you've got the juice from the onion on your hands. You don't want it anywhere near your eyes. You will have that tearing problem again.